nation with a clear vision. No sky is the limit. And it's now or never. Cali, nothing like my hometown. Victory. Welcome to LA.
My name is Tora Wallishin, and we are here with the Compton Senior High School Football Legends and Legacies Hall of Fame induction ceremony. All right, Miss Jackie, please introduce yourself and tell us a little bit about what you do.
Sure, I am Jackie Ray Phillips, ladies and gentlemen, with the Poetry of Justice Show. The Poetry of Justice Show is my creation, my platform, and she is my love. And she's been born, actually she just celebrated her 9th year. Her birthday was August 6th. And I am a native of the city of Compton, and I love my city, I love what we do, and my passion is to make sure that every young girl from our city or any inner city understands and knows that we can do anything we put our mind to. Anything we put our mind to. So I just want to be that role model because I remember being that young girl, 16 years old, Compton High School, on the football field, but wondering like, well, where's my life going to go? What am I really going to do? And to know they never worry about anything. And whatever I can do to contribute back and give to my sisters and little queens, I'm definitely going to do that. So that's a little bit about me and what I do. Just recently retired from corporate and just enjoying life.
Oh, that's beautiful. Congratulations on your anniversary of your show. That's amazing. So what made you want to start the podcast? And what is your biggest message that you want to give to other women or other little girls growing up?
What made me want to start the podcast was, it wasn't me. First of all, I give glory and honor to the Lord. We had done a show, Gingy Productions and Entertainment is a company that my sister and I own, and we had done The Bluest Eye, Toni Morrison's The Bluest Eye at the Dollar Heart Center in our city, right? So it was amazing, and we did that under the mayor, the Zarita family helped us with that, and Mayor Asia Brown when she was in office. And so we did that, and it was a 3-day run. We sold out every day. My sister was the director, and we did great. And so from there, I was interviewed similarly to this, and the guy who interviewed me was like, your voice, Jackie, you need to be on the radio, and you want to start a show? And I'm like, okay, and let me just get this play out of post-production, and let's do something. And so there we did it, and here I am today, 9 years later. I've been with Kevin Nash, my mentor. I did 8 years of that with Kevin, and just grateful.
That's wonderful.
And what made me want to do it?
Yes.
What made me want to do it is little black girls from Compton. That's just straight up. I have to be honest. Little black girls from Compton like me. But again, that's my heart and soul. But it transcends into all urban little girls in the community. That's why.
Now, what about your childhood and growing up in this community made you want to focus on little girls growing up?
My father died when I was 18 years old. Compton High School Target, like
My
I
condolences.
said. Graduated in 1985. Thank you, my queen. And graduated in June. My daddy passed away December. So if you think about it, almost every eye, well for me, almost every eye was stacked against me, I felt, because he was my everything. Our family, just literally that rock. And when he transitioned, I was lost, and I didn't know what to do. My mom was not well, and I chose to stay home and take care of her. And that's when I was saying, when I left college, I was at UC Irvine. I gave that up, everything to come home and take care of my mama. And I wouldn't change it for the world, but on those dark days, that's why I do the podcast. On those dark days, and I'm pretty sure there may be other little girls who may have lost their dads early or anything, anyone, any loss, but don't ever. And those are also the words of my other mentor, ex-mayor of my brother. So I had the pleasure to interview him as well. So we just gotta keep it Compton, we gotta keep it gangster, and that's that.
That's wonderful. So how did you come to meet this current mayor, and what made you want to get involved in this event?
Oh, well, this particular event, I was blessed with Lloyd Hooper, who's of course an alum, and Neil. We're just buddies, right? And so he reached out to me, and I was grateful, and I got the Warrior Award, is what I'm going to be doing, and it's very interesting because I call myself a warrior. I'm an archer, I am a Sagittarius, and I'm a fighter, like I told you earlier. And no matter what odds are stacked against me, I'm never going to give up. They have to kill me first.
Right. So let us know where we can find your podcast and where we can find you, social media and all that.
Absolutely. You want to check us out on a plethora of different socials. But first of all, our Instagram is on fire, guys. I want to check out the Instagram, which is the POJ Show with Jackie Ray. I also want you to check out 2 of my Facebook platforms, which is the Poetry of Justice show. We also have Jackie Ray Phillips, so those are the other 2. And then we also have my YouTube channel that's growing by leaps and bounds, which is the POJ Show with Jackie Ray. So you guys can find me anywhere, everywhere where audio is contacted, Spotify, Apple Music, you name it, you got it. Jackie Ray is in the house, so don't stop.
Yes, that's wonderful. Thank you so much. It was a pleasure meeting you and interviewing you today.
Thank you, beautiful. Have a blessed day.
You too. Thank you.
Amen.
Enjoy the event.
Thank you, gorgeous. Thank you, King.
So glad to have you with us today. Please tell us a little bit about yourself and introduce yourself to everybody.
I'm Sandra Goins, class of 1981 from Compton High School. Was born and raised in Compton. Grew up in Compton schools, went through the music and art program, and was really influenced by some of my teachers through the arts. Ended up going to art school and teaching art, following in my mentor's footsteps. As a teacher, became active in the union, and I went into union leadership. So I was president of my association and also became the executive director for 4 unions in the South Bay. And I retired from both of those jobs, from teaching and my union work. And now I'm a new student in the master's program at Otis Art Institute. It was Parsons 40 years ago when I went there for my bachelor's degree. So yeah, now I'm a working artist. So I've been looking for ways that I can be more supportive and involved in the community. And you don't have to look far if you know Lloyd, because he will pull you in and make you feel important and special and find things for you to do. So that's why I'm here, and really, really grateful for the opportunity.
That's amazing. Now, what about growing up in Compton made you want to be a teacher and then made you want to then be an artist?
Well, it's funny. My mother used to tell me stories about, I would go out, and I started school young. I was 4 when I started kindergarten. And she would say that I'd walk outside and I'd go down to the corner and pretend that I was in school. And I would she'd say that I was pointing my finger and kind of telling somebody stuff. And then I'd turn around and I'd come back home. So she would say that was just always in me. And I just always wanted to please the teacher and help the teacher and pay attention. And I guess that's why I've ended up back in school, because I feel comfortable there. I always enjoyed learning and wanting to be part of something new and exploring different things. And education is just super important to me. And when I'm not in it, I'm supporting it in some way.
That's great. So how were the challenges of growing up without social media to then coming to a current world where it's almost taken over?
It's amazing, especially being in the position that I'm in, coming through school, going through college even, without social media, and being back there now in a world where all of the syllabi are online and everything's connected there, and students and teachers are communicating through WhatsApp and Slack and different forms like that, where, I'm a baby boomer. We are very paper driven. So having to make that transition is different. But even with how you get information out to people and share information, and there are good things and there are bad things about that. But I choose to take the good and it's helpful to be able to connect with people. I have friends here today that I've been able to reconnect with through social media, so that's all good.
Yeah, good. It's good that you didn't find too many challenges in that, so that's a positive aspect. Now, how did you meet Lloyd, and what made you want to get involved in this event?
You know, I don't even know if he remembers how far back we go. But like I said, I started in music programs in Compton, so that was maybe like third grade. Went through the recorder program where we learned how to play recorders and we chose our instruments. And then we had an opportunity to be in orchestras. So orchestras that were pulled from kids across the city. And I know that Lloyd was in one of those. And that was when we first met. We were part of a larger, I think it was festival orchestra. And I played the flute. We should quiz him on that.
How funny.
And that's how far back we go. But at our connection through actual schools didn't happen until Compton High School. So we weren't actually at the same school until then. But we knew each other in the elementary days.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any of your art online? Can we see that somewhere?
Not yet. I'm posting it. Maybe by the time this is out, maybe. I have Instagram that's set up, and I'll probably be posting some.
Well, tell everybody where we can find you, just so when you do start posting your art, we'd love to go take a look, I'm sure.
At Sandra.Goins. That's her Instagram. Yeah.
Perfect. Hello, my name is Tora Wallishin, and I'm here today interviewing some of Compton's Hall of Famers and inductees. And right now I am here with Dr. Brenda Faye Benson, who is the Compton High School Hall of Fame historic first woman football coach of any Compton High School boys team. So it's an honor to have her with us today.
Thank you.
Say hello to everybody, let them know why you're here and what you do.
Hi, as she said, I am the first woman football coach of any Compton High School varsity team, and it's been a pleasure. I was caught off guard with this induction, but I am so happy that it came about. I have served in the Compton Unified School District for over 36 years as an educator and coach, and today I'm just being inducted.
That's amazing.
Yes.
So what are you a doctor of?
I actually completed law school. I have a Juris Doctor. JD is what they call it. So yeah.
That's amazing.
Yes,
so
thank you.
what about growing up in Compton led you to want to become a lawyer? And what type of law do you practice?
Well, growing up in Compton, I wanted to be a teacher, and I actually became a teacher. Ever since I was 5 years old, it was on my mind to be a teacher. I was an athlete going through the school system. I am an alumna of Compton High School, and during my school days, I played all sports. And again, I knew I would be a teacher, and when I went to college, prior to going to college, I unfortunately had knee injuries, and I started out wanting to be a physical education teacher, which led me to change my major. And ultimately, I ended up taking the test to be a teacher. It wasn't my calling, so I couldn't get away from it. So I ended up teaching. I just retired 4 years ago. So I feel like my life has begun. I have a new journey here, and I'm just excited. And then to know that I'm being inducted, God is good.
Yes, congratulations on your
Thank
retirement.
you.
That's amazing.
Thank you so much.
And yes, such a beautiful journey.
Thank you.
Now, what type of law do you practice, and why did you choose that type of law?
Okay, I don't actually practice law. It was something, I'll tell you this. I was in a dentist's office one day, and he talked about a law school that, working persons could go and attend. They work and go to school. It was like it helped you. It was longer than the normal law school. So I said, well, let me go check it out. I went and was accepted. And so I attended. I initially wanted to be a criminal attorney, and I'm going to tell you, I saw this man come out of the courthouse, Compton Courthouse, with his attorney, and of course, it wasn't favorable. So the attorney was dodging behind a tree, and the guy was saying, "Pop, pop," missed him. He was trying to shoot the man.
Oh.
So I said, okay, we're not going to do criminal law because, you know,
Yeah.
if you don't win a case, it's, and then you have to represent people who may be guilty, and you know you have to fight for them. And then I decided maybe I'd do family law, and as I got into that, I saw how the objective was to win no matter what, and the children's interests were not being considered. It was not in the best interest of the children. It was, let me get my client. So honestly, I did not intend to practice law because I was already tenured in school, but it was just something that came to me in a dream, which is why I talked to my dentist about it, and I went and I achieved it, and ultimately I was able to help someone who was incarcerated for over 36 years, gain release. So he was released, my cousin. So I'm excited about that. I was able to put his paperwork together. So sometimes you're called for things and you just have to answer the call.
That's amazing.
Yes,
what a
thank
wonderful
you.
story.
Thank you.
It was such a pleasure meeting you today. Please
Yes.
let everybody know where we can find you, how we can follow you, and all of that.
Okay, well, I am on social media. I'm at Faye Benson, and in parentheses you'll see Dr. B, and look for my face.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. It's been an honor interviewing
Thank
you today, Doctor.
It's
Thank
been
you.
a pleasure. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you for joining me today. We are here with some legendary football players who not only dominated the game, but also came from a place that shaped their character and their careers. Compton, it's an honor to have you here. Now,
Thank
please
you.
introduce yourself
My name
and
is Kevin Hosley.
let us know, where did you go to high school?
I went to Compton High.
Nice. So you grew up here in Compton.
Grew up in Compton all my life, yeah.
Very nice. And how did you meet Lloyd and come here to do this
We
event?
played high school football together, 1979, 1980, 1981. Then we went on to junior college, played junior college football together.
Now, how was it playing sports in the 70s and 80s before social media existed and you kind of had to do your own thing when it came to promotion and all that?
It was interesting, but it was an outlet, because back then it was kind of rough in the neighborhood. So football was like a release to get, we got away from everything else. Playing football, It was nice, man. Very nice.
And how was it in high school? Did you get good grades? How was your, what was your favorite subject in school?
Man, I'll probably have to say my favorite subject was English, but my grades was fairly okay. I made it through. I graduated, but it was high school was just, it was more fun than it was anything else. Played sports, ran the streets, that was high school,
Right.
That's what it was, yeah.
I want to congratulate you on being inducted today. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, I played football, so I got inducted through that, but I also, I work with at-risk youth, kids. So drug kids that have drug issues or behavior issues, I work with them, kind of help them try to get their life back on track, get in a different direction, That's what I do now.
That's a beautiful
I've been doing
thing.
that for like 20 years.
That's a beautiful thing. Thank you for that.
After serving 20 years in the military.
So you served 20 years in the military?
Yes. I
Okay.
was in the Navy for 20 years.
Oh, wow. Now, how was that? What made you want to join the Navy?
I wanted to get away from Compton. No, I wanted to do something different. My dad just kept pushing, so I decided to join the Navy. I've been around the world 5 times, 27 countries, 132 cities. Iran, Iraq, Desert Shield, Desert Storm, Coastal War, Saudi Arabia, Mogadishu, Africa. I've seen the last 3 conferences countries had, and it was an experience coming from Compton to going across the world.
Okay.
Different me up. That's what it did. It grew me up. It taught me a whole lot. I think that's kind of how I ended up being in the field I was in. Because when I was in the military, most of the guys that were in the military with me were younger than me when I went in. And all we did was party all the time. Well, I ended up getting out the military and ended up becoming a drug and alcohol counselor for veterans and at-risk youth. And that's what I do now. So I think that's kind of like part of what I was inducted for.
That's amazing. Yeah. So one last question. A lot of people only do 4 years in the military. Why did you do 20? That's a long time to serve. Thank you for that, by the way.
It really was fun, you know, the traveling, the different cultures, the different people, you know, working with the jets and stuff, you know, it was different, you know. It was something, you know, it became interesting, you know. That's what I say, it became interesting.
You were passionate about it.
Yeah, I ended up doing 20 years.
Yeah, that's nice. That's wonderful. Yeah. Thank you for your service. It was wonderful and an honor to be able to interview you today. Oh yes, one more.
Actually, how did football shape him to be the man he was going into the military to help football?
Actually, I played football in the military.
Yeah, so there we go. So
football, I played.
Go back in a little bit more. There you go. Let's take one step back in the tour. Right there. Yeah, so actually, because that's a good carryover how football. Listen, then you play football in the military. That's good. So go ahead and ask that.
So how did football come into play with your decision to be in the military?
The discipline I got from football is what shot me to go to the military. You had to be dedicated to something. In the military, when I went in there, I ended up playing sports in the military. I played football in the military, and it was a discipline that, you know, especially going to Compton High, Compton High was a very disciplined football team. With Coach Benson, he was, and Coach Williams, Ted Williams, you know, they kind of had a lot of discipline in there for us, and that's kind of what pushed me to go keep going from there. And that's what it was.
Nice. Now this is a question, camera coming from the cameraman here. What was Lloyd like in high school, man? Give me a little taste of Lloyd. Was he a player, man? Was he a straight A student? Was he a gamer? Was he a partier? Give me. I'm gonna tease Lloyd a little bit.
Lloyd.
Are you making him sweat? Give him a break.
I can't look. Lloyd was like a gentleman quarterly, like, you know, he dressed and, you know, stuff like that, you know. Yeah. I hung out with the gangbangers. You know, Lloyd didn't hang out with the gangbangers. Lloyd was a schoolboy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks for that.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you. It's a pleasure. Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, Charles, introduce yourself to everybody and let us know why you're here and what you do.
Okay. I'm Charles Smith. Been inducted to the Compton High School Football Hall of Fame. And
what do you do?
What, right now?
Yeah.
Oh, right now.
For a living?
Currently I'm retired from the Compton Football School District. I'm a product of Compton. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when you say the high school districts, what do you mean?
I was in charge of the maintenance department.
Nice.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah.
So what about your childhood made you want to get into maintenance?
It wasn't, I wanted to get into maintenance. I just started that right in high school, working as a CETA program. So I just started there. That's where my beginning was. And since I started working as a student worker there, it just gained interest in, I just want to help the kids, you know, help keep the community clean, keep the schools clean, things like that. So I was in charge of the maintenance department and I oversaw all maintenance department, maintenance for all schools in Compton and all the facilities and buildings.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations on your retirement.
Okay,
That's a big feat to do, long work.
I did 40 years of service.
Yeah, oh, congratulations on that.
Sure,
That's
thanks.
amazing, and thank you. Thank you for your service. Tell me a little bit about your service and what you did in there and what made you want to join.
Oh, no, the service of the school district.
Oh, I'm sorry. Oh, goodness, okay. Yes, so tell me a little bit about your time as a football player and how that shaped you as a man.
Well, I only played 1 year of high school football, which was my senior year. And I can credit two guys. They're no longer here with me, but they're future Hall. I mean, they are Hall of Famers themselves. So they recruited me that summer year in 1980 to play football, and just coming on to that team and being part of the offensive line was like a brotherhood to us, and that shaped me and molded me. I gotta give credit to our coach Danny Benson. He kept us together and made us stronger as brothers, and then that took me over to the real life as far as having a work ethic. Him along with my father growing up also. But Compton High School football, just the brotherhood and camaraderie that we had together, and just because me myself, I didn't have any biological brothers. So by joining the football team and having brothers that I could be with and relate to and things like that, just helped me be the person I am today.
And how did you meet Mayor Lloyd?
Mayor Lloyd, I've been knowing Lloyd since elementary school, exactly. So we've been knowing each other since what, I think 4th, 5th grade.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's how I met Lloyd.
Tell me a little bit about your relationship. What were you guys like?
Well, we were just schoolmates growing up until we got on the football team with him, then became like brothers. I mean, Lloyd is a great guy. I mean, he's awesome. And, we just bonded, and to this day, we still bonded. Lloyd is my brother. I can just say that, yeah. He's a good guy and a religious guy. I mean, Lloyd came to school, told his Bible and things like that. He used to pray for us all the time. So Lloyd's a good guy.
Oh, that's wonderful. Do we have any other questions from the camera? It was wonderful meeting you and an honor to interview you. Thank you so much for your time. So introduce yourself to everybody and let us know why you're here and what you do.
Okay, so I'm Lamar Chapman the third. I played football here at Compton High. Well, at Compton High in 06. 6 was my year I graduated. It was our team was the first team that been in the playoffs in 21 years. So we made it, and we kind of leap started all the teams after that, all the good teams that came after that, and they continued to go to the playoffs a couple years after that. So yeah, so I'm here getting inducted in, and it's an honor.
Congratulations on that, by the way. It's wonderful. Now, what made you want to play football?
Well, football, like in the community I grew up in, Newington Norms, it was football was like my way out. You know what I mean, from the environment I was in. So, and my mom was single parent. So football is kind of like what binded us together, and she loved the game too, and it was something that I just was good at and took off.
Yeah. Now, how would you say that football has shaped your life and you being a man?
Oh, definitely. Football took me a long way, and actually tonight, you know, part of my speeches is going to be highlighting the men and the mentors that was in my life that kept me out of trouble and kind of molded me into the man I am today. I was around a lot of good father figures, coaches, so definitely football took me a long way.
What is the biggest thing today that you walk away with that one of your mentors have taught you?
I have to say Coach White, Coach Anthony White, God rest his soul, he just passed away not too long ago, and a thing that he used to always tell us is not how you start, it's how you finish, and that's kind of something that I modeled, like kind of my life after, just that saying, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. So everything I do, I always try to finish strong at what I do with everything in life. I kind of correlate that with my day in, day out lifestyle.
Nice. Now, what is it like being an 06 graduate around all these OGs around here?
It's actually good, man. You know, they got that old knowledge, and a lot of couple of guys that's here, you know, like Empry, Coach Mack, they watched me grow up, you know what I mean, from middle school in Compton, high school and everything, into, you know, where I am right now. So it's good, you know, seeing them guys, but a lot of people I don't know, so, but it's cool though.
Nice. And how did you get connected with Mayor Lloyd?
I got connected through Coach Jody. So Coach Jody called me and gave me the news that I had gotten inducted.
Ask the same question, but not mayor.
Oh, my bad. Okay. I'm like, I don't know how to address the mayor. Like,
How did you get connected to Lloyd?
Okay.
All right, and action.
How did you get connected with Lloyd?
Actually, it was through Coach Jody. Coach Jody reached out to me, and then he let me know that I had gotten inducted. And from there, he connected me with Lloyd, and Lloyd gave me all the info and the backstory on everything that's been going on, which I had just recently knew about, and it was great. Like it's a great thing that he's doing. So appreciate Lloyd for doing that, for doing this, putting this event together. Is awesome.
Well, again, congratulations, and it was an honor to speak to you. You have a wonderful time. Thank you so much. Hello, and thank you so much for joining me today. It is an honor I have here with me former mayor and former congressman of Compton, Mr. Tucker. It's a pleasure.
Nice meeting you.
You as well.
Thank you for being here.
Now, as mayor, what does it mean to you to see Compton honoring its football legends and community leaders?
Well, I'm not only proud about that as a former mayor of Compton, but I'm also an alumnus of Compton High, class of '74. So, my blood is blue. No, but I'm a Tar Babe, and I'm very, very happy to see this event going on because, I'm now a pastor actually, and the Bible says that we should give honor to honor those who honor is due. And so I'm so glad that we have events like this. So much negativity going on in the world, and people are hating and downing people, but an event like this is a pleasure to attend because we're lifting people up and we're remembering the great things that they have done for the community, for the school, and so it's just a great thing to be here.
That's wonderful. And when you think of Compton, what role has sports, especially football, played in shaping the city's identity?
Oh my goodness, good question. I'm older now, but I actually grew up in an area in Compton called Richland Farms. It's when Compton was first incorporated, they made sure that there was some farmland there. And so I grew up in that area, which was just a few blocks away from Compton High School. And so from my house, on Friday night, I don't know if you ever heard that term, Friday Night Lights?
Oh, yes.
Well, yeah, like the TV series. Well, on Friday nights in Compton, you could hear the drums. From my house, we could hear C Mumbo, we could hear everything, the band playing. And I was a little boy, right? And I'm telling you, the whole city would come out on Friday nights to see Compton play Centennial, And so what I'm saying is that that's a rich part of our tradition. It brought people together. It was a time when we didn't have the gang wars, we didn't have a lot of shooting and all these things. And it was just a great thing that put Compton on the map. And of course, a lot of great athletes came out of Compton. In fact, we know, those of us who know the history, even the former NFL commissioner, Pete Rozelle, went to Compton. So a lot of people don't know all the great people that came out of Compton. So a lot of times we say straight out of Compton, but I like to say great out of Compton.
That's a good one, I like that. Now, what about your childhood or your being a young adult shaped your decision in being a pastor?
Oh, well, my father actually was the mayor of Compton. And then he died in office, and I became the mayor of Compton. So it's only father-son mayors of Compton in Compton's history. But my dad was a politician, but then later on in life, at the end of his life, he fulfilled a promise to God to become an ordained minister. So he became an ordained minister, and before he passed, he led me to the Lord. And so a part of my life and my legacy has not only been to follow him politically, but to follow him spiritually. So that's really what it is that my dad inspired me, my dad led me to the Lord, and then just seeing how important it is to, I've seen both sides of the track. I've helped people politically, and that's great. That old saying, you can give somebody a fish and they'll eat for a day.
Yeah.
You teach them how to fish, they'll eat for a lifetime.
Right.
Or you can give somebody a fish, they'll eat for a day, but if you can bring them to the Lord, then they'll be saved forever. Okay, so not only am I into the things that will help people temporarily, but I want to be able to serve the whole man. And as a pastor, that's what I do. We help people spiritually, we help people mentally and emotionally, but we also help people financially and all the other things in their life physically, whether it be housing, food. We have a food bank at our church. Now, the only thing about it is the church that I pastor, it's in the neighboring city. It's in Carson, but we're right across the freeway. So but it's right in Carson. Amen. He's giving a shout out to Carson over there. That's his hood over there. See, but Compton, Carson are like twin cities, right? You just go across the 91. We
Right,
go
okay.
together. In fact, when I was growing up, And I didn't play football. I did play Pop Warner, but I played basketball throughout the neighborhood, and I would always go to Carson to play basketball. But even though I lived in Compton.
Oh, wow, that's awesome. Why do you feel it's important for cities like Compton to celebrate their history and the people who built it?
Oh, it's very important to celebrate the history so that we can promote our destiny. We want to be able to have people to remember and also it's important for the people who live there to tell their story. My mother, speaking of my parents, my dad was a politician. My dad was the mayor. My dad was a dentist also before he was a politician. But my mother is a writer, and as a result, I became a writer also. And one of the things she always says, if we don't tell our story, who will? So I believe it's very important for us to tell our story. Even today, you can see what's going on. We got different politicians out there trying to erase our history.
Right.
So it's important for us to make sure that we tell our story and to leave a legacy so that those who come behind us understand. A lot of people, I don't know if you've ever had this experience, but if you lived in Compton, if you ever had people outside of Compton come to visit, they're like, can I come to Compton? Is it going to be all right? Am I going to be safe? So there's a certain image or preconceived notion that people have, but when they come, they go, oh, this is nice, and the people are nice. You can't believe everything you see in the media.
Right.
And I think it's important for those of us who are from Compton to be those ambassadors and let people know we have a rich, rich history, and we have a beautiful, beautiful community of people.
All right. Any other?
I can feel the energy in the air. Ambition with a clear vision. No sky is the limit. And it's now or never. Cali, nothing like my hometown. Victory. Welcome to LA.